Alright, what is going on, everyone? I am Braxton, and this is BWC Racing. This is up in Cedar City, Utah, which is where the next comp will be held. This is as close to an exact course from last year's comp as we could get. I think the only gate... No, this is a perfectly exact course besides the fact that we don't have banners around it. This first gate was either the two orange cones right there on the driver's side, or that yellow cone and this orange cone, which is a bonus gate. And we're going to do the bonus gate because last year we did the bonus gate, but last year we took the furthest to the driver's side cone because I only had about 30 minutes to an hour of drive time before that first comp, so I was just thrown in it. The only experience I had was riding passenger. Yeah, that's it. That's the only experience that I had, was I was a passenger. So I got thrown in, and to make sure that I felt comfortable, we took that cone there, and that was the second course of the day, I believe, maybe third. But clearing it here, getting those bonus points, a -10 to start off this first gate, which is fantastic. And then this second gate here is a belly hanger, sorta. Honestly, the only part of this gate that I remember is none of it. But my spotter, Brett, he said that when we entered in this gate, because you'll see when we get further down, there's a hole and then these two drops. And I mean, it's not a very big drop. It's maybe the length of the car, about down maybe 5 to 10 feet. But he said that you were on 2 tires for that entire drop last year. And I was like, oh, really? I didn't even notice. Yeah, I don't remember last year much at all, except for a few courses and a few gates. Stopping here for a second to make sure my fans are on, and okay, they are. I just couldn't hear it. Oh, now I can hear it. So I probably could have paused the time there, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference time-wise. So one more thing I want to say. Me and Brett are not using comms, so the way that we communicate in a comp, we're not using those, so I can't really hear him, which is good for us, because that teaches us hand signals and other things to use, like when he touched his butt and clapped his hands inward, that means rear winch in. And then we're going to stop right here. You can see the hole there, and you can see how deep the hole is. It'll swallow an entire tire. So he's going to roll some rocks over there, and then the next gate is near to that tree. And we're going to try to stick as close to this gate as possible. And I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't expect this front dig to do this. I didn't expect it to work. Because with it, I honestly, like, it was a really uphill front dig, and I wasn't expecting it to work. But it did. So, yeah, I was pretty impressed by it. Now, these are the new MileStar 40 stickies. They're still DOT tire, but the difference between last year's set and this set, it's crazy, the difference. Like, honestly, it's... Yeah, I'm at a loss for words for how good the new tires are. Taking a cone there, because with these new stickies, it takes a lot more engine power and rotation to get the tires to spin, which therefore makes it a little bit harder to use the throttle. But we have so much of it that it really doesn't matter. Like, in binds like that, it's gonna suck. But in any other case, besides maybe flooring it uphill and trying to get that perfect wheel spin to get it to grip and go, it's really not that big of a problem. Because I went out practicing as of voicing over this video. I went out practice last weekend, maybe 2 weekends ago. Yeah, it was 2 weekends ago, and I was doing the trail nasty half that I have on the channel, and there was this wall that I've never done before, and I was like, you know what? I do want to say this one more thing. It was just me and a buddy in the same car, so if I would have messed up and broke something, it would have been real bad. But I found this wall, and I was like, I've never tried this. I rode in a buddy's car that ran these MileStar stickies. I thought, sure, we'll give it a shot. And then, first try, I just give it a little bit of throttle. It hops once, and then the tires do a full rotation spin, and then it goes. Like, I was so impressed with it. Getting through that third gate there. As I said, unfortunately taking that cone, I didn't mean to. But we are now at a 0. And we're gonna get moving on to this fourth gate here. You can hear us screaming at each other there. That shows how loud the car is. If you have to scream at each other from the outside, it's loud, especially with how open that car is right now with very little obstruction to sound. And you're screaming at each other at the top of your lungs, it's loud. This gate really was not hard, besides the fact that the brakes don't work great. You know, with how much horsepower drives through the brakes, as I've said previously. Makes this gate a lot harder. But overall, it was not a hard gate.
Yeah, you gotta yell really loud, because that car is so loud you can't hardly hear it.
Getting through that fourth gate there, no problem. A nice 0. A great 0. Still have 2 whole minutes from right here to get through the gate. Really happy with how that went. And if we were going off of progression, I would have had a -10. Just fantastic. Pretty happy with that one. We're going to finish with a 0 and a time of 8:12. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.